Hey, welcome back to Darrell D TV. Thank you for joining me. We are back with another video, and once again, we are going to talk about Prince Bootleg Vinyl. That's right, the mighty purple one himself. Now, if you didn't see the first video, I'll leave the link down below. And basically, what it is I have a very extensive Prince vinyl collection, and I have a lot of bootleg releases within that collection. And on the first video, I pulled out 5 bootlegs that I wanted to talk about and share with you guys. So here we are back with our second video where I'm going to pull out 5 more of my Prince bootleg albums from my collection to share with you guys. And then, of course, you guys can tell me what you think in the comments, right? So, also, we're going to talk about our winner of our Prince Bootleg vinyl from the first video, our Extra Lovable LP that we talked about in the first video. We have a winner for that. We're going to tell you who that is. And also, we're going to talk about some gifts that I received from some of you subscribers out there. So we're going to get into that too, okay? Cool. So let's get it started. We're going to talk about the first record here. This actually is one of my favorite bootleg albums that I have from Prince. This is the incredible, the rare, crucial album that Prince recorded with Miles Davis. This is a special, special piece of vinyl to me. This was recorded in 1989 at Paisley Park Studios. And it says Prince with Miles Davis and Friends. This is an incredible album. An incredible album. I can't say enough about it. First thing I'd like to point out is I am very, very partial to Prince's slow songs. Those are the songs that I like from Prince the most. And this record has a few really, really nice slow songs on here. With most bootlegs, you'll find that they don't have the best sound quality, but this record is pretty good. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it maybe a 6 or a 7. So it's not something that you would pass up. I would definitely recommend it if you ever have the rare opportunity of even coming across this record. I want to sing or say some of the song titles to you so you guys know what's on here. The set list goes like this. There's Crucial Love, Fantastic, Crucial, Break My Heart, Sexual Suicide, Girl in My Dreams, Can't Stop, Weekend Funk, Funk F-U-N-K, Welcome to the Rat Race, Witness, and Red Riding Hood. There's the song titles right there. Now, let's talk about the fact that Miles Davis is on this record. I'm going to give you my personal opinion on this. And even though Miles is on this record, I can't help but to have kind of lost track of the fact that he's actually on here because the songs are so funky. It's not how you're used to hearing Miles. I'm not even sure if it's Miles on some of these songs or if it's somebody from Prince's band, because me being the Miles Davis fan that I am, a lot of his songs or a lot of his music is very, very a lot slower pace, a lot more soothing, a lot more abstract. And there are songs on this album that's just very up tempo and very, very, very funky. So who knows? Maybe he got in there with Prince, and Prince, brought something out of him that we're not used to seeing. But it's classic. It's classic songs. They sound like they were from the Purple Rain. A lot of the Purple Rain era. A lot of the songs sound like they're, from that time period. And very, very funky. Again, it was a Paisley Park recording, so you know how Prince does it there. If you can find this record, definitely pick it up. I love this record. And that's the first one I want to share with you. Crucial, Prince with Miles Davis and Friends. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, record number 2. This one is called Congratulations, Mr. Prince. And this is what this one looks like. Now, this is a German pressing. It says made in West Germany. And what this is basically was basically a compilation of live performances that were compiled and pressed on this piece of vinyl. I want to read what the back says here in terms of the song list. It says that there's the Party Up performance from Saturday Night Live, Purple Rain from the 27th Grammy Awards, Baby I'm a Star, which was performed at the Shrine Auditorium in LA in 1985, um, an acoustic version of For the Tears in Your Eyes, performed at Live Aid back in July of 1985. And then from the Capitol Center in Landover in 1984, November 13th to be exact, he performs I Would Die For You, Baby I'm a Star, and Take Me With You. That's the back of the record. That's how that one looks. There's the song list. This one has terrible sound quality. Not so bad that you wouldn't pick it up if you came across it, but not the best sound quality at all. It kind of sounds like, because you could hear at the end of some of the songs, you could hear other voices or other audio coming in, and it gave me the impression that it was recorded off of German TV, probably off of a VHS tape, and then they took the performance and pressed it on vinyl from the VHS tape. That's just a theory of mine. And the reason why I say that is I have a lot of old VHS live performances on VHS tape that were taken right off of German television. And so you could kind of hear maybe a commercial or maybe another performance that comes in from somebody else. It's kind of hard to tell because they cut it off right after this other audio comes in. But needless to say, it's very good, legendary performances from all over the place. Party Up Saturday Night Live. I never even knew that took place, and I followed Saturday Night Live back in those days. So pretty cool. Made in Germany sticker on there, and so that's the second one. Plain black labels on each side. But that's the second record I wanted to share with you. Congratulations, Mr. Prince. That's our second bootleg right there. Alrighty. Now, the third record that I want to share with you is called The Regent of First Avenue. And this is how this one looks. Cool pink cover. The Regent of First Avenue. Now, on March 3rd, 1987, Prince did a rehearsal at First Avenue in Minneapolis, and this rehearsal was for the Sign of the Times tour. So it clocks in at just over an hour. He kind of talks to the audience at the beginning of the performance, and then he just goes right into it. This was March 21st, to be exact. The songs that he goes through on this rehearsal is Housequake, Girls and Boys, Slow Love, one of my favorites, Hot Thing, Now's the Time, Strange Relationship, Forever in My Life, Kiss, and It's Gonna Be a Beautiful Night. That's the back of that, how that album looks. And then the labels are actually, let me turn that around. Cool Females. Could that be Wendy and Lisa? I'm not exactly sure. Sound quality, not the greatest in the world. You can tell that it was recorded from the audience, so I'm not sure if someone snuck in a tape recorder or something. But you can kind of hear from the audience. You kind of get that whole 360 feel for the audio in there. So that's the third banger, The Region of First Avenue. Prince rehearsal for the Sign of the Times tour 1987. That is ours. Prince bootleg record number 3 for this video. Moving right along to number 4 is a Prince picture disc, an interview picture disc. And this is what we have right here. Now, I did a video where I talked about this label back to back and the picture disc that came out on this label. They were known for doing really, really bad audio. They have a whole list of artists that they interviewed. Some of these interviews are on 45, some of them are on CD, but that's our Prince interview right there. And it kind of sounds like it's a pretty good interview, definitely. Like I said, the sound quality is not that great. And it kind of sounds like there was just a tape recorder on a table in whatever room that they were in, and they just took the audio from that tape recorder and just pressed it on the vinyl. It's still definitely worth picking up if you ever come across it. And let me show you what the other side looks like. Check this out. That's pretty cool, right? So I've had this for a very long time. It's in pretty mint condition, and who doesn't want to hear Prince talk, you know? They kind of talk about the first album at the beginning, and then they just kind of go from there. Talk about the tour and whatnot, and music that he's doing, and when he got into music, and working with Warner Brothers and all that kind of stuff. But there we go. The labels back to back. They're very well known. They've done a lot of these picture disc albums. Most of their releases were rock music, but there was a handful of R&B artists that they worked with, as well as a handful of rap artists that they worked with. And I think it was my Run DMC video where I spoke about the Run DMC picture disc on the same back-to-back label. So there you go. Pretty cool Prince picture disc, interview picture disc. All right. Now we're gonna talk about our 5th and last Prince bootleg album. This is a double album, and this is called Extra Lovable. Kind of got some wear on here. This one has had some use, at least the picture sleeve. It's kind of got some water damage to it too, but the vinyl is in excellent condition. Now this one, as far as the information on the back, it says that tracks 1 through 8 were actual studio outtakes, and that tracks 9 through 15 were various studio recorded songs and live performances. Now, the song list goes as follows: Extra Lovable, Possessed, Possessed Instrumental, A Better Place to Die, Turn It Up 1 and 2, You Call Me, Let Me Fill You Up, Irresistible, A Mega Mix, Just My Imagination Live, We Can Fall, Le Grind, Cindy C, and Dead on It. And again, this is a double album. This is what the label looks like. And I'll show you what the back of the picture sleeve looks like. There's the song titles. Double album. Now these recordings are great. The sound quality is fantastic. If they're studio recordings, obviously Prince did a pretty professional job doing that, and they did a pretty good job pressing it on this vinyl. And so we're good there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would definitely give it an 8 or maybe a 9. So we're good there. So that's our fifth album, Prince Extra Lovable. Now again, if you saw the first Prince video that I did about Prince bootlegs, you see that I kind of had this giveaway that I was giving because I have 2 copies of this record and I decided to give one away to one of my subscribers. I asked the subscribers or those that wanted to participate to just drop me a note in the mail, and I left my address and tell me something cool about Prince. And so of the letters that I got, I would like to tell you guys who the winner is and what this winner actually wrote about Prince. The letter comes from subscriber TN Pitts. And TN is from Phoenix, Arizona. And let's see what TN had to say about Prince. This is TN's letter. It says, "Hello, Darrell D. Since we are going old school, I gotta write in color, and the only color fitting is purple." There you can kind of see the purple writing. It says, "Prince has been a huge part of my life since I was a little T running around Merced, California," I hope I said that right, "at the age of 9. I'm just going to share my first memory of Prince with you. My dad had a 1968 Chevy Camaro with an 8-track player. I jumped in the car and I saw a beautiful bandana wearing man on a picture of an 8-track titled Dirty Mind. I flipped it over and back again. I began reading the song list. Intrigued, I saw one titled Head. Now really curious, I take the 8-track inside and I pop it in the 8-track tape player. I skipped to Head. Oh man, as the song went further in with those funky, grimy grooves. I focused on lyrics. Words always excited me. I blushed and turned it off. Looked around for my parents. None in sight. I turned it back on. Sitting and listening to that whole album, I was in love from that day forward. I may not have had the chance to see him live. I may not have a huge collection of his vinyl, but I have a lovely little stack of vinyl and fantastic memories of each time I heard a new song or a new album or the first time I saw Purple Rain. Don't even get me started on that one. Anyways, thanks for sharing a part of your collection. Thanks for sharing your stories. Always look forward to those. Until next time, TN, aka T. Thank you so much, TN. TN is one of the subscribers. Congratulations, TN, on winning your copy of Extra Lovable by Prince. Also, TN is a blogger, and she also does poetry, and she's also an artist. And I'll leave the link to her blog page down below as well. And what's so cool also is not only did TN win this incredible record, but she was nice enough to gift me this vintage Prince button. Now this button is from 1985. I know because I remember as a kid in middle school, living in Detroit at the time, the kids were wearing these buttons. And then if you see on the back, it's kind of got the little pop out that you can kind of put it on a shelf and kind of display it like a regular picture. So that was so cool. And this thing is about 6 inches wide too. So this is so cool of you, TN. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much for thinking of me. This is incredible when subscribers reach back out to guys like us. I will keep this forever. Thank you so much, TN. And speaking of gifts, I'd like to give a big shout out to subscriber James, aka Psych1. Now check this out. James was cool enough to give me this incredible vintage 1984 and 85 Prince and the Revolution World Tour program. Look at that. Look at that. Full color program from their world tour, 1984, 1985. Remember that guy? How cool is that, man? Thank you so much, James, man. That was really cool. I will keep this forever. This is very incredible. Thank you so much. It's always nice when the subscribers kind of reach back. James also gifted me this OG Prince Purple Rain DVD, which I will be watching as soon as I'm done with this video. That's right. All right, so thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for letting me share 5 more of my Prince bootleg albums with you. I will be back for another video soon. Thank you so much to James, aka Psych1, for the wonderful Prince program and the Purple Rain DVD. And congratulations to our winner of our extra lovable album, Tian Pence. Thank you so much for writing me and dropping me a line and letting me know how cool Prince was to you and your memories of Prince. And also, Tian, thank you so much for the cool Purple Rain Prince button from the mid-'80s. Thank you so much. So we'll be back soon with another video. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave your comments or questions in the comment section below, and we'll do this again real soon. So until then, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Darrell D TV. And before I go, Brianna, we love you.